The day that it happened, it came out initially that it was a mass casualty with possible nerve agent exposure. I was closest, and I was the first one that ran in to render aid. Everybody else was stopped after me because they heard it was nerve. Got there. There were soldiers on the ground. They were lethargic. They were vomiting. And then I instantly got hit by the effects when I started cutting off gear and clothing. Sinuses started burning. Eyes were watering. My mouth felt kind of numb. I began to get sick and nauseous, dizzy. I did 4 IVs before I actually started to almost succumb to them. Someone threw my mask in. I was just in a t-shirt. I didn't have my mask at that time. And I got my mask on, and I began to vomit and get sick in my mask, which made it a lot harder to see. I ended up sticking 1 more IV before we got flown or drove down to the decon site. Once at Balad, we were tested with some of the sniffers and some of the guys. We called them Darth Vaders. They wear these long capes and masks, and they sniffed us. A couple positive readings came up, and they started just cutting all of our gear off. We basically stood around in the field for about 30-45 minutes in our underwear, and to include the females that were there. Later, I was also told, and I was not there because I was being treated, but the ISG, which is a survey group, basically staffed by the CIA, came in at night and removed all the barrels and took them. And from there, we don't know where they went. FOIA requests have been submitted. The next FOIA requests are actually going to the CIA and State Department to find out where these barrels were taken because they were refusing to tell us where they went. All of us who are just now finding out about each other, we all lost contact over the years, 12 years later, have almost identical conditions we suffer from. Short-term memory loss, extensive migraines, gum problems in our teeth, intestinal issues, just skin eczema. I have really bad eczema that's everywhere that I was exposed that day. Yet we all had the same conditions. So everybody's asked the same questions, is what was in the drums? And we're not being told what was in the drums. It's one thing for it to be classified or them not tell us what they did with the chemicals, but the awards, decorations, and medical benefits that these soldiers are entitled to and are suffering from, they're not getting them. 12 years later, we're all going through this. And there's, I think, 26 people total involved now. And they've reached out to everybody. They have brought us all in. They have talked to us. The thing is that everybody's suffering the same symptoms, but we were surveyed, we were talked to, but there's nothing actually being done. There's literally nothing being done.